Today, let's talk about Autopilot. I have a 2021 Model Y long range. Let's talk about adaptive cruise control and standard autopilot. The full self-driving is about $10,000. Now, my pockets aren't that deep and it would push me way over budget. And besides, that's something I really wasn't going to use. I do like the fact that if I choose to get full self-driving later on, I can pay the money and get an upgrade directly loaded into my car. All right, let's hit the road. If you want to activate cruise control only, press softly downward, not all the way. It will activate your cruise control. This again won't keep you in your lanes, but it will activate your lane assist. So if you happen to go outside of your lane, it should turn blue and push you back in. If you do this again, it will alert you and tell you to take control. You can tell your cruise control is on because there's a blue circle around the speed limit you have set, and will automatically detect the car in front of you. When the car comes to a stop, it'll also come to a stop. Keep in mind, this only is an adaptive cruise control, which means it detects the car in front of you, it brakes when it brakes, and it'll accelerate when the car in front of you accelerates, but it will not keep you in line. You can modify your speed limit by scrolling up or down on the steering column button. Up to increase, down to decrease. If you want to modify the distance between you and the car in front of you, just press right or left on the steering column, and it will distance you from the car in front of you. To deactivate the cruise control, you simply press up like if you're going into neutral. To turn on the autopilot, I'm gonna have to press down twice lightly. That's gonna keep you in the lane. You're gonna see the little steering column turn blue, and the lanes on the road turn blue as well. If you want the car to automatically jump to the speed limit detected, all you have to do is press the speed limit sign, and it will, let me see if I can modify that. It will automatically switch to C45. It switched to 45 as soon as you press the little speed limit sign. When you're on autopilot, it's gonna ding at you if it detects that you don't have your hands on the steering column. Also, I get a feeling that this in-dash cam right here is kind of watching, and I believe they use that to detect if you're paying attention to the road or if you're looking down at your phone. Now, to deactivate, you're gonna press up lightly once, like if you're going into neutral. That will deactivate both the autopilot and cruise control. What I do have activated is the full self-driving beta visualization preview. I cannot say that. What that means is you will see stop signs and you'll see lights up on top, but the car is non-reactive to it. So you can easily run a red light if you're on autopilot. So please be aware that the car will not detect red lights and it will not stop. I do feel comfortable letting the car drive. I think there's enough technology and research behind it to feel safe. Now, every once in a while, you do have to squeeze the steering wheel because the car has to make sure that you are paying attention. Now, I have a feeling that the car can detect where my head is tilted and where I'm looking, because if I look straight, I can usually go a while without having to touch the steering wheel. But if I look down, like if I were to look at a text message, it will detect and really yell at me. I think it's a great tool to have. A lot of people take advantage of the self-driving or the autopilot to the extent where it could be dangerous. And I don't know if you've seen the videos of the cars not detecting the lanes that are ending on highways, and it can cause a crash. People have to step in and take control. But yes, there are some limitations to the software because it is still in the beta testing phase. I really love the autopilot, although it's never an excuse to text or look away from the street. This stuff is still in beta, which means that it's being tested and new updates are coming out all the time. So full self-driving will probably and hopefully be available by the end of this year. Nobody really knows. All right, that's it. I hope this video was helpful and gave you some insight on Autopilot. There's still a lot of things for me to play around with, and as soon as I can come up with more stuff, I will post them. If you have any questions or any suggestions on how I can better my videos, please leave comments below. I really appreciate it, and stay safe.